Persona 4 Arena Ultimax.
It's not good. It's not good. It's not. I wasted so much time. I wasted so many videos on my channel for this. This ending is not good. It's not good at all. And like that, the long holiday is almost over. We're on our way to the station. I said I didn't need anyone to see me off. But since I didn't get much time to relax, deep down I was happy to spend even a little more time with everyone. As we get closer to the station, a familiar figure comes walking from up ahead. As we're about to pass each other, she speaks to me.
Thanks for your hard work.
Yeah, same to you.
It's not like I really did anything. I was getting my butt handed to me and you weren't around. Like, that was fun.
Is there a story mode for her? Because I know she's a playable character. Is there, like, I know there's a story mode for Adachi. Is there a story mode for her?
You were keeping Dojima-san and everyone else safe, weren't you? That was a huge help.
Stupid no-tech love machine. You're being too honest with me. Stupid.
Man. They really, really want you to, like, this has been stated before, but they really want you to pick her in Golden. They really want you to pick her. Marie blushes, somewhat embarrassed. But she was protecting this town from the worst of Hina Sakaguchi. Must have been extremely hard on her.
This town, do you like it?
I love this town.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Go home already. Get out of here. Come back soon, jerk.
This is an even bigger outburst than usual. I wanted to express my thanks to her more, but, well, seeing her in good spirits again relieves me. I'm sure she'll continue to watch over everyone in this town. As I watch her run off, I hurry and catch up with my friends who have gone on ahead. When we reach the platform, Dojima-san, who is already here, hands me my belongings.
Thanks for bringing my things all the way here.
Is he gonna be like, so are you finally gonna tell me about the mystery shenanigans?
Don't worry about it. Man, you seem pretty busy. So, if you're headed back, does that mean things are settled?
Well, I mean, I have school. Let's be fair. Even in Persona 4, when I was solving murder mysteries, I still had to go to school. But yeah, I like how Dojima's like, so you're leaving. That means things are cool, right? You've handled whatever the terrorist situation was, because you're clearly, like, secretly CIA or something. There's a hint of reproach in Dojima-san's eyes. A detective's intuition is an impressive thing. I can tell he still trusts me, since he's stopping short of grilling me for details. I just wish he'd stop with that drill-like stare.
Yes.
Take some more time off the next time you come. She seemed pretty lonely.
Oh, Nanako, no. Yeah, seriously, what a waste of Nanako's time. Big Bro comes back. Big Bro spends the entire week fighting demon monsters and saving the world. What a ripoff. She was looking forward to that from the day that he got on the train at the end of P4. Nanako looks away sadly as Dojima-san pushes her forward. She's pouting a little. Nanako, I really feel bad that I couldn't spend more time with her. If only she was a playable fighter, then she could have come on the adventure with us.
Oh, Yukon, it's almost time.
Well then, time to disband the investigation team for real this time.
I feel a little down when you actually come out and say it like that.
Why? Why would you disband it? They can investigate stuff without you. This is clearly a hotspot of paranormal shenanigans, alright? I'm just saying, like Yosuke and Naoto are the, two other leaders. They can operate in your absence.
But disbanding means that the case has been solved. We should take pride in that, at least.
Has it, though? Has it really? I'd like to solve the case of why they made this game.
Investigation team?
Do you want to be a member, Nanako? You were an investigator person in the anime. There's a whole episode devoted to that. That was a good episode of that show. It was goofy. I liked it.
Crap. Chie's dog went missing, so...
It's true, her dog did go missing.
Really? If you had told me, I would have rushed to help in a jiffy.
Where are you falling for that? Just stay quiet.
That's not fair. I wanted to help too.
I'm sorry, Nanako. I'll be back in the summer.
Really?
It's a long ways away.
Whoa, for reals? You're gonna stay the whole summer, right?
Oh,
No, I have friends in the city too, guys. Like, I don't want to sound like a jerk, but I do have other friends and family in other locations.
That's more than a month.
Yeah, yay! Guys, I didn't say that. Yay! We're gonna pack box lunches and go to the beach. It's gonna be so much fun, and Dad's gonna be there. Yay!
Let's see, the summer festival? Going swimming in the ocean? Ooh, and the fireworks show.
I don't want to go swimming in the ocean. That's gross. That's some disgusting crap right there. Somehow, we've gotten sidetracked to the subject of me staying here for the whole summer vacation. But I actually hadn't decided myself how long I'd be here then. In spite of myself, I glanced towards
We
Dojima-san.
wouldn't mind at all. Nanako would love to have you around.
That was great.
The train will be arriving
You're the
shortly.
coolest dude, bro.
Please step behind the white lines for your safety.
Big bro!
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, entensen de alejado de la suenta. As I lift my luggage, Nanako rushes over to hug me. She was pouting before, but it looks like her sadness has reached its limits. She's reached critical mass of
I
sadness.
don't want you to leave. I want to play with you too.
He says, "Don't worry, Nanako," and puts a hand on her shoulder and says, "In P5. In P5.
Nanako.
You really didn't get to spend much time with her.
This seems like... Because I want so desperately for her to be a social link / party member in 5 as a teenager. That would be awesome.
Nana-chan, I'll play with you.
I know, Nanako-chan, come over to my place. We have a dog.
No, I want Big Bro.
Well, what a jerk. Never mind, Nanako.
Nanako,
Get out of here, you
If you
jerk.
keep saying such selfish things, I'll tell you a scary story before bed.
Nanako freezes for a moment with a sudden jolt before reluctantly letting me go. Dojima-san, I'm not sure that's a good way to keep her in line. I'm not sure that's A-list parenting there, but I guess I'll let it slide.
We'll have more time over the summer vacation, Nanako. We can play more then.
Okay.
Man, what a loser. He's so whipped to his
Nanako-chan
cousin.
doesn't like scary stories?
Yeah, if she sees a scary story on TV before bed, she can't go to the bathroom by herself. I'm the one who gets woken up in the middle of the night.
Jeez, this is completely full circle. The Persona 4 begins with, "Hey, do you need help going to the bathroom, little girl?" And this ends with, "Yes, she does need help going to the bathroom."
Sorry.
Truly, we have brought the franchise full circle.
Jeez, we're through, Dad.
We're through. That's awesome. We are through. Rushes into the train, even though the departure bell is already ringing. That was not good timing.
Nanako.
Yes! That is the best possible ending that ever existed, ever. That's great. I approve. I chase after Nanako and rush into the train. Just as the door closes behind me, Dojima-san and my friends are left behind on the platform with dumbfounded expressions. As the scenery begins to slowly move, they all start chasing after our train. This is so stupid in the best kind of way. Nanako looks back and forth between me and the others outside and seems a bit panicked. I grin and then look inside the train for a seat where we can both sit down until the next station. It still doesn't fix the plot, but I appreciated that. Kanji's house.
Broken? Eaten?
Is the twist of this going to be that Kanji dreamed the entire thing? Because if so, if it turns out that Kanji dreamed the events of this entire game, I will give this a 10 out of 10.
Why the hell does it keep changing like that? Break? What is it, a car? I don't even have any brothers named Ken!
Oh my!
What is going on?
Are you studying English?
Oh.
It must be a cold day in hell.
Gotcha.
You old hag! I'm trying to study here, so quit making fun of me!
My. He's embarrassed.
His mother sounds not like I remember his mother sounding. Damn, my mom looks so happy. I ain't doing this because I want to. I ignore her and turn my back on this study aid thing.
Oh, that's right. There's something I wanted to ask you.
Well, what is it? Quit bothering me. I just hurry up and ask already.
Well, our dyes seem to be running out much faster lately. Do you know anything about that?
Did Aegis body snatch Kanji's mother and replace her T-1000 style? We get all flustered at a sudden question.
How should I know? Maybe we had a burglar or something.
Oh my. A burglar who only steals dyes?
Hey, you judging? You judging over there, Kanji's mom? You judging, Mrs. Tatsumi? I think you sound like a judger over there.
Like I said, how should I know? You're probably just imagining it anyway.
Is that so? How odd.
Man, she's weirdly sharp about this stuff. I can't let her figure it out yet. She can't know that I'm, like, thinking about that family business and all. My senpai are 30 years now, so it's only natural that they talk now, and then about their plans for the future. And I've been giving it some thought myself, so I decided to start training in secret about stuff like dyeing. Huh? What's the studying for? That's part of my plan too.
I just remembered. That navy blue handkerchief I washed yesterday had an odd unevenness to its coloring.
What? Like how? That handkerchief was my best work lately, and...
Wait, the one I washed was a white handkerchief. Ah, the ravages of age. I keep misremembering things.
You old hag!
What is Kanji's mother is like? Kanji's mother is in there, man. That old hag, she knew! Feeling embarrassed about my secret training getting out, I take a break from studying and pick up one of the dyed goods out of the store.
The color just isn't the same.
Compared to the fabric I dyed for my mascot plushie, I didn't notice until I actually worked on the dyes of my own. But Ma's dyes are good for something else. How does she get the dyes to do that? Catch myself sighing and shake the cobwebs out of my head. Yu Senpai is gonna be back in the city. My other senpai are probably leaving town next year too, according to their post-grad plans. Risei Nato too. Even now, they're away from Inaba more than they're here. To be honest, it's sad to see us all go our separate ways, but the funny thing is, I don't feel as nervous about it as I did. Maybe it's because I found a goal I can be proud of. And that goal is to become a pro craftsman, spreading my dyed goods across the world. I do that, my friends who leave Inaba won't be lonely no matter where in the world they end up. But first, I gotta get better at dyeing. And I need to learn to speak English too. Yeah, that's what you want. With new resolve. I look up at the Tatsumi shop curtain. Seeing those vibrant, perfectly dyed colors, I can't help but feel a wicked laugh rising up inside of me.
I ain't giving up, goddammit!
Okay, Kanji. Whatever you say, bro. I was really hoping it would just end on Nanako getting on a train and riding away, but I guess we're not going to get that. That would be too silly for you. Now we're over at, yep, the Amagi Inn.
Excuse me.
I'm picking up a little empty plates from the parlor, which is as lively as usual as guests beckon me over.
Oh, you're a high school girl and a manager? That's awesome.
I'll finish you in one strike.
Could you wash my back later?
Sir, please don't joke like that.
Well, I might consider it if you held a party here every day for the next year.
Really? I'll take you up on that.
Thank you for your patronage. Of course, I must ask that you pay for everything up front.
Huh?
Man, she's gotten shrewd. While the guest is stunned, I exit the parlor. Even people like him are important guests. It would be easy to lash out, but I've started to learn lately that there are other ways to deal with them.
Yuki-chan, are you okay? Are you sure you're not pushing yourself too hard?
Don't worry. I'll make sure to lean on you and the others if I'm ever feeling stressed. Please help me out if that happens.
I'll be sure to lean on you and make you pick up some of my slack if I ever feel too stressed. Don't you worry about it.
You've gotten so dependable all of a sudden.
I can't help but smile a little as the waitress's delight. The reason I'm able to try my best like this isn't because of my strength alone. It's more that I want to keep pushing myself further, because I have people who depend on me, and I think it's because of that case that I'm thinking this way now. I've made my decision to take over the inn, and everyone is cheering me on. To live up to their expectations, I need to train hard, so I won't be a disgrace to the as the inn's manager. Even when it comes to cooking, I don't have to be as good as the chefs. I just need to be able to make some simple appetizers by myself. I'm not sure she can manage that even, though. As I moved to the corner of the kitchen I was borrowing, I checked the contents of the pot. Oops.
I think it's missing a bit of tartness. Maybe I should use yogurt.
Yogurt. Good idea.
It burned? That's odd. I was sure this was how the chefs did it.
Yuki-chan? I smell something burning. Are you okay?
I'm okay. For now.
You're improving as a manager. But I think your progress as a cook is still bumpy.
I can't but help but sigh at the waitress's gentle rejection as I stare at the burnt pot. Maybe I should get more people to help taste my food. Yeah, I'm not alone, so I'm sure my friends will be eager to help me out. Are we just gonna go through everybody now? I hope this ends with Nanako just putting on the glasses, climbing through the TV, and going, I'm gonna get ready no matter what it takes.
I'm gonna leave math for later. I gotta start with general ed questions first.
Yeah, reasonable. Go on, Chie. I'll wave the white flag at the incomprehensible row of numbers and open a different book. Sheesh, this one's pretty thick, too.
This? Some kind of old manuscript? Oh, I'm in great shape, at least. How come there aren't any practical skills in the primary exam?
I give up at the endless list of formal sentences and plop onto my bed. The comfortable feeling on my pillow slowly lures me to sleep.
So sleepy.
Is that the extent of Chie's epilogue? She sits down to do college work and goes, nah, and then gets in bed. Just cut out right there. It's no use! I know when I'm beat. The simple questions for the police employment exam are too tough.
I bet Master would totally ace the written exams too. I mean, he'd make it to the top easy.
I remember declaring to Akihiko-san my dream to be a police officer when I got to see him again during the incident the other day. Why a police officer? It's simple, really. We covered all of this in the first... Sorry, I'm fast-forwarding through this specifically because this was the entire, first 20 minutes of the... Okay, yes, it's already changed. But it was the first 20 minutes of her story in the last game, so no. Gone far back to the city, and since Yosuke has decided to go to college, she'll eventually leave Inaba too. So both of my love interests will be gone. How could this happen to me? Rise-chan and Naoto-kun will probably have to do a lot of traveling for their work, and even Yukiko said she might do some innkeeper training elsewhere. Kanji-kun's supposedly up in the mountains in search of dyes and cooking wood, I think. Wait, that part about cooking wood seems off. But even if we end up separated, it won't change the fact that we can always come back here to Inaba. So I'll protect this town. That, I think, is the real strength everyone gave me.
I'm gonna become a police officer. No doubt about it. If Master's at the top, I'll work my way up to his level.
And that's why I can't be bummed out just because I'm stumbling a bit over subjects I'm not so good at. I lightly slap both my cheeks to wake myself up and get a second wind, and I jump off the bed and head back. I jump out of bed. I was gonna say, wait, that off, I was on F. I just misread it. Go back to my desk with some more. These sample questions are tough to enemy right now, but the stronger the enemy, the more the true fighter welcomes the challenge. Once I become a police officer, I'll bust up bad guys at crime scenes one after another.
I need to be on the streets, not behind a TV.
Akihiko-san, a government official with the police. Maybe my strict but kind will be my strict but kind boss. Oh, and I bet that if a case comes up, our ace detective Naoto-kun will help us out in the investigation. This is just setting up the backdrop of P5. You just meet them and this is the situation. Akihiko's the boss, Chie's the bruiser, and Naoto comes in to solve the mysteries. Yukun and the others will be amazed at how I can take care of business. It's kind of embarrassing to think about that though. Hee hee hee. What a loser.
I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my best.
Bye-bye, Chie. And nobody was surprised by the outcome of Chie's epilogue. Absolutely no one. Do. Sometime after the Golden Week incident, I was in the drawing room of a certain dummy company at Okina. A certain dummy, oh geez, she's in Okina, to the public. It's merely a small publishing company, but in truth, it's been rented by public safety to serve as a base of operations for administrative police activities carried out in secret. Although at times I cooperate with them in investigations, I'm still an ordinary high school student. And since I'm only an outsider from the police's perspective, it would cause too much of a stir for me to come in contact with public safety at the regular police stations. This, in other words, is one of the few places I can be at ease. I've come here a number of times after that case and grown acquainted with some of the part-time employees. Given my position, it may be dangerous to get too close to public safety, but the relationship is extremely useful as a source of information. The fact that there's a pipeline here I established myself undoubtedly gave me greater confidence as well. Upon hearing the details of this case, the man from public safety is lost in thought for some time. But then he tells me with some chagrin that the secret inquiry into the Kirijo group is concluded.
What do you mean?
You probably believe that this investigation is about the potential dangers of the Kirijo group, but that's not the truth. It was ordered by top public safety officials who aren't keen on Mitsuru Kirijo's influence. They're trying to find fault with her to rein her in.
Then, were these top officials dissatisfied with my report?
Oh, your report was detailed and accurate, but that was too fair for their liking.
Are you asking me to report a distortion of the truth?
Don't glare like that. The officials used Kirijo's disappearance this time to order an investigation on the Shadow Operative's facility.
Yes, I know about that. I'd heard from my friends.
But these investigation results aren't what those at the top hoped for. If this continues, they may abandon rational judgment in their desperation.
Uh-oh.
In other words, you think they would begin to suspect me as taking sides with Kirijo?
Yes, but that's not what we hope to see happen. In all honesty, enabling their power struggle has no upside for our organization at all. We are very satisfied with your work. That's why it would be less than ideal if you lost favor with the top officials and became unhireable.
I understand. Though they're all part of public safety, you're saying the top officials and the on-site investigators have different views.
That's the nature of the beast. You have my permission to continue visiting this place from now on. So, I ask that you play along this once.
Permission to continue? So, you leave a thread for me to follow while telling me not to get too involved. A bit self-serving, wouldn't you say?
A harsh assessment. Both the inner truth and the outer veneer matter in society.
I was only joking.
Oops.
I thank you for your
he said that's how it is.
consideration.
My bad. He said, that's how it is. I believe so, anyway. There you see. There it is. That's how it is. I see clear blue sky spreading overhead. I take a seat on the bench and it catches my eye. The afternoon sunlight is just how beginning to heat up shines down on me. It's been a while since I've had such a time. There's nothing pressing to occupy me. This case forced me to think about several things. First, shadow-related incidents are not limited to the Midnight Channel. Second, the Shadow Operatives, the only organization that can counter those threats, are in politically unstable position. Finally, there may be more powerful remnants of ergo research like show somewhere.
There's further investigation.
So that right there, ladies and gentlemen, that right there was your Persona 5 setup. That was your Persona 5 setup we just had right there, all consolidated inside of Naoto's mind. She has predicted the plot of the next game. Since I am both a detective and a Persona user, there should be truths that only I can unearth with my unique position. The scope of this investigation will be vast, and I may no longer be able to remain in Inaba. No matter what kind of physical distance I put between myself and the friends I made here, our hearts will never be apart. Having made my resolution, all I must do is make the first move in my investigation.
It seems I'm about to be very busy.
Yeah, and we just meet Naoto 5 years in the future in Persona 5, and she's like, I haven't slept in 5 years. Man, this epilogue is long. Dude, this is Risei?
That must
no.
be the place.
Oh. Is he going to meet you, or is he going to college? A few days after the incident during Golden Week. After coming to Okina City, I find what I'm looking for and start walking towards it. Oh, he's in Okina, never mind. What I'm looking for, you ask? The sign for a cram school. I love how he's like, he's talking in his own mind. He's like, what am I looking for, you ask? It's like, you're talking to yourself, dude. See, I've decided to go on college after graduating from high school. I know I'm kind of off to a late start, but that's my fault for ignoring my guidance counseling results.
Thanks to this case, I feel like I'm finally prepared to face my future. It's like I finally made a breakthrough.
A breakthrough?
When I was chatting with you while reflecting on the case, he gave me this puzzled expression when I started talking about this stuff. I told him vaguely how I couldn't muster up an interest in the future since we've been going our separate ways, but I couldn't, because I'm having so much fun with my friends here and now. It came off as a little unfocused because I tried to cram in everything I wanted to say at once, including how this isn't because I'm unhappy with the way things are.
I kept wondering if there was any way I could spend my time with everyone forever and ever.
Man, what a loser.
Mm-hmm. But I realized that that's just running from reality.
Everything in this world changes, and that's what makes it interesting. These bonds will keep changing too, but it doesn't worry me like it used to. No matter how far apart we may be, no matter how different the paths we may take, what amount of difference it may be, I rely on everyone. And I want to be someone everyone can rely on.
That's why for now, I'm focused on finding a big project that won't bore me until I die.
Whoa! Being a
First,
shadow
I'm gonna
operative
go
would
to
fit that
college and
bill.
expand my horizons. I guess for how long I thought about it, it's a pretty standard path.
I spent years figuring out a plan. I know what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go to college and figure out what I want to do.
It's just like you, Yosuke. Isn't the long consideration really the important part?
It's true. That's what my partner said after listening to my endless spiel. He might be right. Taking time to consider things must be important too. And look at them girls. Look at those gams. And so after picking up an application at the cram school and coming back to Inaba, I'm now taking drastic measures at the Yomenado bookstore. That's how you say that, ladies and gentlemen. Yomenado. That's how you say it. In front of me is a shelf of study aid books, and all around me are serious-looking guys I'm hesitant to talk to.
No idea which ones are any good.
Huh? What are you doing, Yosuke? The shelf with the nurses is over there.
The guy picking out study books immediately stares at me as Teddy's voice pierces the quiet of the store. Come on, give me a break. Why do I have to run into Teddy here?
Stay over here for today, thanks.
Hmm? Oh, you're looking for camouflage. Something to hide your nurses with?
Teddy, you literally are a cancer.
What? Hell no!
Teddy proudly rushes over to the certain corner I always stop by. That's pretty good too. Feeling everyone's heated stares, I grab Teddy by his collar, make a dash out of the store. Oh, damn it! I wonder if maybe Juness has some study aid books in stock. I guess that hopefully means that Teddy won't get his own epilogue chapter, which is good. Risei's about to get one. This is Risei. Yep, that's definitely Risei. No? Teddy does get his own. Why?
Extravagant! All out! I feel like I'm on a roll!
I feel like I want to kill myself. I go on decorating with splendid watercolor signs, which give the impression of a blue summer sky, and shining star decorations too. Man, I am seriously dying. I bet he's surprised the utterly perfect...
Yosuke, what was that for?
My utterly perfect display skills, yeah. They better fit the summary.
Shut up! What about this is perfect to you? It looks like a midsummer swimsuit sale.
Oh, now that you mention it.
Oh, that's all you can say? Listen, this is supposed to be a section for elegant summer clothes for the early season. So why set up a swimsuit sale, huh? Stop changing things on your own.
Oh, but Sensei will come back once summer comes, right? My mind is already in full summer mode.
It's because your mind is about the size of a walnut, Teddy, and I swear I'm gonna throw you in front of a train.
Way too much. Don't drag our store into your shenanigans.
You say that, but aren't you curious too? Don't you want Yuki-chan, Chie-chan, Risei-chan, and Nao-chan to wear these new swimsuits as soon as possible?
You ever heard of Photoshop, Teddy? Go buy that and
Well,
stay at home.
sure. But wait, we weren't talking about me.
Oh, I know. When Sensei comes back, let's invite Michan and her friends to the beach.
Mitsuru-san and her friends, huh? Oh, they're regular working folks. I mean, they're a special unit, so I don't think they could just...
Yosuke, the game will end if you give up. Just imagine what they'd all look like in swimsuits.
Is that that's the extent of... That is the extent of Teddy's epilogue, is imagining how great it would be to see everyone in swimsuits. That is the extent of these epilogues that are exploring where these characters are going and who they are. Teddy's is, man, wouldn't it be awesome if I could get all of the girls in swimsuits? Though I must admit, that look on Yosuke's face means I bet he's gonna get a nosebleed soon. Hehe, Yosuke sure is easy to read.
Look, that doesn't change the fact that it's way too early for this. Hurry up and get the display how it's supposed to be.
No! I will staunchly protect my paradise!
Your weird paradise has no place in our store! If you don't hurry and fix this, I'm docking your pay!
This is tyranny! Utter totalitarianism!
Oh, I sure am glad that was in there. That picture should have just been an unlockable picture you get for beating, like, Arcade on Risky or something. We didn't even need that chapter. Now we're on Risei. Finally.
Act 3. Ready? Go!
Look, a white bird. Could it be the same one we saw together last summer?
Who cares about birds right now? If there's something you want to say, then say it.
I have something to say to you. Bird is the word.
Please don't be
That was
that
terrible.
way.
I'm really sorry.
I trusted in you. I believed in our promise that we'd come here on this day. So why did you bring her? I feel like an utter fool.
An utter fool. Oh no.
Risei-chan.
Inoue-san's voice echoes across the quiet rehearsal room. Jeez, I already told him that the rehearsal's a little behind schedule.
Inoue-san, we're still rehearsing here.
Oh, sorry. Please forgive me.
Her manager just interrupted a rehearsal? I thought he was like, Risei-san, you just went off script. What a loser. Bows to everyone. I bow to apologizing to the actor I'm rehearsing with and the director for holding up the rehearsal.
It's time. You're free to go. Everyone else, take it from the top of that scene.
Huh? But...
Go on or they'll yell at me. The promise was we'd do this without getting in the way of your other work. So, I mean, your acting was great.
Wait, what? Hold on, I'm really confused right now.
Is there anything else?
Wait, oh, so she's an idol and also an actress now? This game started with me going, man, Risei, I hope this doesn't turn into Perfect Blue. This is turning into Perfect Blue at an alarmingly fast rate.
Anything I should work on?
I just told you that your acting was great. You're rushing this too much. Well, I don't know. I guess you need to work on accepting your strengths and trying to build on them? Sure.
Wow. No director in the world ever has said those words to an actor when asked, can you give me some feedback on what I can do better? They may have included that in there, but that was not the only thing that they said.
Strengths?
That's right. Hey, I take back what I said. Everyone take a 30-minute breather.
Why? This director's terrible at his job. I grab my towel and bag before hurrying over to where Inoue-san is making himself scarce near the entrance.
So what do you need to talk about, Inoue-san?
Oh, right. The response to your TV appearance the other day was amazing. We keep getting tons of calls with more work for you. And that's why we'd really like to set up an actual schedule and put a huge media blitz behind your comeback.
No, I told you that's not what I want. I'm not even close to my peak performance yet.
Huh? But they're all really good deals, you know?
Nope. Don't you remember how we talked this over with the agency? I want to put my schoolwork first right now. Oh, can you bring the car to the front?
My persona grew a lot during Golden Week. That came out of nowhere. Though that's because I had help from that Elizabeth lady. Once again, I couldn't express my true self on my own. I need more confidence and a firm footing so I won't feel lost no matter what I come up against.
Risei-chan, where are we?
I have voice training after this. Come on, you're my manager. Get your act together.
Oh, right.
Seriously, he's a terrible manager. He's a terrible manager, the other guy's a terrible
I
director.
want to hear about what kind of work came in.
Of course. I'll bring the car around, so wait at the entrance.
That's a good shot. That's a good shot. Understated. Some of these other shots were really overblown and exaggerated. That is a nice understated shot for Rise. After seeing off Inoue-san, I jogged towards the parking lot and opened up my cell phone. The main wallpaper is a picture of everyone that we took at the food court. To make my ideal self a reality, I'll surely have to keep facing up to my weaknesses. But I'll have help. As long as everyone believes in me, I can overcome those weaknesses as many times as it takes. From the entrance of the studio, I look up to the blue sky. It's a little closer to summer now, and I wait for Inoue-san's car to take me to the next rehearsal. Is that everyone? Am I forgetting somebody? We did Yukiko, we did Naoto, we did her. That was it. Wow. So we ended on her, which is appropriate because she had the most character development of anybody here, but that was... yeah, that just surprises me. The end. Wow. The end. End. Well, I guess, ladies and gentlemen, that the game is over? Yeah, let's see, the P1 climax is over. Wow. Wow. You are Kutaragi. Wow. You are so handsome. Alright, well, that, one thing that I'm sure of. Oh, this is the, I haven't heard the end credits theme yet, actually. I'll listen to this a bit. Nah, I should probably talk over it, because I don't want to get sued. I don't have to mute it. I wonder if I'll have to mute this, if this will get flagged or not. Oh well, whatever. Hey! I like this as a fighting game. I enjoyed playing this. At least I remember enjoying it, back when I was actually getting super into it, you know, ages ago. Where I am right now, I'm terrible, and I'm having a really difficult time with it, as you guys all observed in the last several recordings. But it's finished. The writing is pretty solid all around. There was a couple of syntax problems here and there, and again, once again, it just has the same, it has this pacing issue that I talked about before, where they want to keep the lovey-dovey elements of Persona, but they have to do that in a really high intensity situation, and the tone and the pacing is just all over the place as a result. So it just doesn't work very well. But in terms of plot, it was all good until the very end. Show was fairly interesting. A couple of the characters, specifically Rise, got really interesting development, and I like, if nothing else, what we are setting up for 5. Because, I mean, we already knew, as soon as Arena came out, oh, Shadow Operatives. So some of our characters from 4 are going to be Shadow Operatives to show up in 5. Like, very straightforward, easy to figure that out. But upon seeing that epilogue with Naoto, amongst other things, we've set up some really interesting things to be the issue in 5. Or issues in 5, at least. But, again, I picked up this copy of the game from GameStop, and I look at the back of it, and it says, who is behind it all? It's trying to frame itself as yet another mystery game, like Persona 4, and it's not. It is straight up not a mystery at all. Because in a mystery game, you have all of the pieces necessary to solve the puzzle. At least, if nothing else, the moment before the villain reveals themselves, you have all of the pieces. Because the hero should realize at the exact same second that you, the audience, realize who the villain is, and then the villain should reveal themselves. I mean, not that it has to be the structure of a mystery, but that is the typical structure of a mystery. And the point is, if you're writing a good mystery, I should be able to, at some level, there should be clues, so that I can predict who it is. If it is random 13th hour god that I could not have predicted, even probably if I was familiar with more Japanese mythology, this is just not good. It's not good. I'm sorry. It's not a mystery because I'm not presented with all of the information that I need to solve the mystery. And not that all mysteries have to present you with all the information as the viewing audience, but I'm not presented with any of the information here. All of the information is discovered along the way, and even by the very end of it, we don't have a full understanding of who, this Kagutsuchi, why he's pissed off, and where he came from. He's a manifestation of hearts. Great. I mean, like, I know that's like, you're like, oh, well, whatever, you know, in the Persona games, we have all kinds of dumb bullcrap, you know, this monster is a manifestations of people's hate of themselves or whatever was the whole thing in 3, but there's some explanation there, and you spend an entire, like, 80-hour game building around these themes and these ideas, and it makes sense. And here, it's just like, oh yeah, and some hearts were pissed off, and so, yeah, another god demon appeared. Man, you sure killed him pretty good, kid. I don't know. Yeah, that entire ending was a mess. But, you see, at this point, most of you already know this, but some of you, I may have fooled. The game isn't actually over. This is an entire other half, focusing on the Persona 4 characters. Sorry, this was the Persona 4. Focusing on the Persona 3 characters, which I've talked about several times when I was talking about playing as Labras at the end of it. If you guys want to see the rest of this, tell me, because
this program was brought to you by the following sponsors.
I will gladly play through the P3 story if you guys want to see it. If you guys are over and done with this and don't need to watch this again, then maybe I'll still do it on the side, or I'll do it later, but I won't make this like a thing that I need to go do right away, essentially. And I don't plan to do episode Adachi. I'll play it on my own, but I probably won't upload that to the channel because I've already got enough other stuff on the channel that is coming up. That hopefully, theoretically, around the time that this is coming out, I guess it depends on if I do 3 or not, really, is the defining factor on whether or not other stuff comes out immediately following this. But yeah, that is the end of P4, episode P4. Not super great. I was honestly pretty disappointed by that ending. But interesting setup for Persona 5, and legitimate character development. Which is, honestly, the character development is the main thing that I liked Arena for in the first place, is that we actually got inside these characters' heads and understood what they wanted and where they were going. And this just expanded upon that. Not nearly as much as Arena did, because this one was more plot-heavy than Arena was, but we did move the plot forward. And if nothing else, I am going to play episode P3, if only because I want to see where Labras goes. Because I must assume that that's the ending of her story. You know, that like, P3 is her story. And seeing that progress, because she didn't get any closure in the original Arena, and I want to see her get closure. So yeah. If you guys want to see me play through Persona 3 episode right away, tell me in the comments. I will play through it on the channel and record it either way, but if this is like a thing, yes, I need more episodes of Persona Arena. I want to watch the Persona 3 characters. Tell me. I will do that. Be warned. I'm sure it's spoilers for Persona 3 likely abound, but that's what you get. But anyway, yeah, if you guys want me to proceed, you'll just have to tell me, and I will make the preparations. You see what I did there? Because it says preparations. It's a good joke. You see what I mean? But yeah, there's so many mysteries that we don't know. Why did he have the Asagami High uniform on? Towards the, not towards the end, he had the Asagami uniform on the whole time. Why did he, why was he in the Velvet Room at the beginning of the game? There's so much left to be discovered. So much left to be explained. But I am not going to discover it now. It's almost 3 o'clock in the morning, because that epilogue was so long. So I am going to go to bed now. If you guys want to see more of this, then tell me. And if you have decided you have had more than enough of this and need this time slot on my channel freed up for anything else, then tell me, and I'll do that instead. But yeah, that's that. 94% completion. Did I miss something? Are there secret collectibles in this game that I don't know about? Dude, next gen up in here. Next gen. Anyway, let me know in the comments. That's about the extent of it. I'm reaching for a way to wrap this up now. I don't have anything to do. I don't have anything to say. It's over.